sideline, a familiar face, Andy Reid. His guys came up short their last time out, trying to get back in the win column here. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And it's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. Well, just shy of midfield. Here's a 2nd and 8. In motion comes the tight end left. A quick throw caught by Rice. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jets.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll drop to throw. He'll try that. He's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw their partner was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They made a mix of running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows to 10-0. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Pass caught right side by Taylor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
85, Mason Taylor.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The Jets at 500 hit 6-6. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 51 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show-you-heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
The partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
First down.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 28-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. 2nd down and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. Off the RPO, he completes it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
And they'll turn the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And New York set to take the field. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The killer here is complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a toss here, short side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd and 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to finish the field goal.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Finding Gray going across the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 24-yard gain on the play. And the 1st down Chiefs.
toss. Escapes the defender. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 23.
Back to throw now on first down. Running the slant, Gray with it. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
4 yards. Complete to Noah Gray.
Off the option, that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
First and goal, Kansas City.
Back to throw here. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get 1 more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. That's to the left sideways down middle. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
For the field goal, a 61-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They need two. Here's third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They go play action here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Short one there, caught by Likely.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
14 yards. That's another Jets first down. First and 10.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
And he's going to use his legs here.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Kansas City.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 16 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball fully, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He was taken down at the
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This a 27-yard attempt here. Butker's kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Oh, good move.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they actually utilize what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Complete to Likely.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge game and a major shot of confidence for everyone on the offense.
Second down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there, gets them down to the 6-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now he'll tuck this, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd.
Now back to throw. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards that time.
1st
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
A 3-yard pickup.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
2nd and 11. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ballgame. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Prater's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They work now on 2nd and 9. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Over the middle, it's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chiefs.
A quick throw caught by Rice.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Here's 1st and 10.
12 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Back to throw again.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
1st down.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
That one caught by Rice. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. A little over 30 seconds to go. Here's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup.
Hands it off out of the gun.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So out now come the Jets.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right.
It's caught inside the 25. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg out with a solid drive here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yards on the play. And the Jets, first down.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route.
We'll play only to 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
And he will find his man on the outside. They've got the jumbo set out there. A huge play in this overtime session. It's 3rd and inches. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all we needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
At the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
2nd and 3.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, here's Abanikanda.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
That's good for a Jets first down. First and goal at the 5.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught.
And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. Down in this part of the field, CD, they love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Looking to put a drive together. Now a first throw here in overtime.
Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Second and 10.
They'll set up to throw. From left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Kansas City.
That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now for picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They'll look to throw again.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And avoids the contact by sliding.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll look to throw.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
Looking to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he'll bang that one through. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Oh, nice move. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in a tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On the handoff from Campbell.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll look to throw here.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Jets are going to win the football game.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, It's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.